Oof. Blast from the past. My apologies. Apparently that I still had to log into another thing. I'm trying to multi-stream, and apparently one of the tokens was invalid, so I had to reinvalidate that token. I still got to see the chat. I am unprepared as the noob I am. I should be live. Want early access to 2K streaming? Ooh la la. That's cool. Anyways, I'll probably request access later. And I'm fine with 1080p anyways. Maybe I should do that for an option. I don't know. Oh hey, I forgot to update the title of the stream. Okay, let me do this real quick. I am so unprepared right now. Don't mind me. This is normal. There we go, there we go. Done. Alright. There we go, there we go. Hopefully things are well. Hope y'all are doing well. Go. What's up, comp? I finally got the chat going. EDT, what up? How you doing today? Just gonna stay here for a little bit until more and more people show up as I'm still setting up the stream. Right now I'm live on both YouTube and on Twitch. See if my computer can handle this. I got fiber internet as well. Fiber optic internet. We may upgrade in the near future, but we'll see what we can get with our basic package right now. Alright, alright. Again, hope you're all doing well. I would have actually streamed yesterday, but yesterday was actually Father's Day, so I didn't want to take that away from everybody else, so I'm just gonna take the day off from that day and then do a stream today. I know it's been a long time, but I've already made a video talking about a few things here and there. I'm really hoping to actually come back to Operation Bedrock real soon. Just so that I can have something to do while it's just so dang hot outside. Like at this point, I won't even able, I can't even talk correctly. I just cannot even go to the park until late night. But at the same time, is that it's too late because I'll have to go back to work in the morning. So now I can only do it on my days off. I think that's everything. Alright. Now I want to see the stream. Okay, that updated. That's awesome. I'm gonna watch it on YouTube. I'm buffering on my own screen. Alright, let's see if I can actually hear myself. I'm buffering. Okay, yeah, I can hear myself. Awesome. There we go, there we go, there we go. Looks nice. Looks good. Twitch is showing up unstable. Like, I have no idea how to fix the bitrate over on Twitch. It seems that everything's fine otherwise. Or is that normal? I wonder if it's actually normal that it's unstable. Just as long as I'm not dropping frames or anything. Doesn't seem like it though. There we go. Alright. Finally caught a stream. Well, to be fair, it's been a while since I've actually done a stream. Mainly been busy working full time. That it completely drains me. Like, as soon as I get home, I just want to fall asleep. There's one monster spawner right here that's just floating in the air. It's a skeleton. And then there's another one over here, which I just ran past. It would be funny seeing all the monster spawners everywhere, or mob spawners, I should say. I think that's a zombie. Can't remember. Can't even see it. Is it a zombie? I can't tell. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, is that I work from 4 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. That's my new morning shift. I've been working night shifts for over a decade, and now that an opportunity to work a morning shift opened, I was like, I'm gonna take it. It has its perks, it has its pros and cons. Everything opens after noon, of course, versus everything closing after midnight. So I have the rest of the day to do whatever I want to do. The only problem is that I gotta sleep early, which I still don't do. I have a terrible sleeping schedule regardless of morning shifts or night shifts. But I digress. It's still a good way to do whatever I need to do, and everybody is awake after noon, so more opportunities to get things done. And since summer is now here, I'll probably be able to do something where it comes to making content. This is one of the reasons why I kind of want to actually get back into Operation Bedrock, so it gives me something to do, just as long as I don't fall asleep. There's another monster spawner, mob spawner. I don't even know my vocabulary anymore. Another mob spawner. There's 4, I think, that was found here. Oh no, 5. There's a 5th one over there. And look how close it is to the actual edge. Lava. Oh, trip down memory lane. Ooh, nice. And I still find it funny that the 360 edition of Minecraft has the aquatic update versus the Xbox One edition of Minecraft that doesn't have the aquatic edition. If I want to have that, I would actually have to play on Bedrock edition. Still find that hilarious. Because technically, I could actually load up Operation Bedrock on the 360, which is probably like 3 years behind in terms of progress, but it'll have the aquatic update. Who knows? Maybe we'd actually have some dolphins. I should test that out one day. I should just take a look at it. There's a morning sun. I still love this though. And what's funny is that if you were to port this over to the Bedrock Edition, this actually turns into an actual void. So you could just fall through. Here they patched it because it would crash the Xbox One edition. Also, Xbox 360. Didn't happen too often, but still. Another mob spawner right there. Just taking a trip down memory lane. That truth be told is that if had I actually focused 100% on Operation Bedrock, this would have been done easily within maybe 2 to 3 years tops. Granted, I was taking college classes and had a part-time job on top of it. I still find it funny how I was able to get a lot of videos made and things like that while trying to maintain everything that's chaotic in life. Nowadays, I don't even think I could do it anymore. It's either I do this or I do that. I still love the fact that everything looks all clean. The OCD factor kicked in heavily when it came to all of this. Like, it's very impressive to look at. I was just way too dang stubborn, waiting about a good year or so after Xbox One edition actually came out. Like, I didn't want to pour over. I wanted to stay on the 360. The issue was that it was lagging so hard. It would take forever to load everything, and it would also take forever to save. So eventually I ported over to the Xbox One edition. That's a good question now that I think about it. Is that if I were to actually have the Xbox 360 edition with the aquatic update and then transferred over to the Xbox One edition, would the aquatic update still be a thing, or would it just like cancel out? Let's say that dolphins spawned on the 360, and if I transferred over to the Xbox One, will the dolphins go extinct? That's something to think about now. I'm curious about that. That would mean I'll have to boot up the 360 edition. Oh yeah, pickaxes. Maybe at some point I'll repair the pickaxes. Do I at least have some pickaxes ready to go for the stream? Because I just jumped onto this unprepared. I just wanted to make a stream. Just taking a look at all this. Now that's annoying. But a lot of fun had been made when it came to Operation Bedrock over the years. Met a lot of friends, had some good conversations. Yeah, mainly we had it over on Skype, I think, before moving over to Discord. Other than having the Xbox party chat, of course. I think we just stuck with the Xbox party chat. On the 360, when we were able to make videos, it was easy to incorporate the Xbox party chat. I don't know why the Xbox One edition has like an issue when it comes to that. It was never the same. I'm gonna go ahead and put back the UI. There we go. These are my villagers right here. Efficiency 5 for 27 emeralds. If we want to make more pickaxes, we can. And Silk Touch 1 for a measly 6 emeralds. Maybe at some point I'll try to re-roll the Librarian, see if we could actually get a better enchantment. Because I have to look it up based on the update on its own. What would be the lowest cost? Because we could easily re-roll it every single time because it's not going to be set. That was one of the things I wanted to do with the blacksmith. I wanted to get an enchanted pickaxe with the blacksmith here. Because this one gives you Unbreaking 3 for 15 emeralds, which is decent. However, I wanted Unbreaking 3 efficiency 3 and Silk Touch 1 with a diamond pickaxe. No idea if you're able to actually get this. Because that would be awesome if we were able to get this in a diamond form. But hey, if we were to put mending on an iron pickaxe, this would actually be really decent. Especially the fact that we have haste 2 and speed 2. And then these wolves decided to teleport all the way down here. It's a funny glitch that happens every once in a while where they just teleport. I had 100 wolves at one point. I know in Operation Dome, I kept them all in a pen. And this is how I'm able to distance the beacons real well. I believe it's 52 and 52. I just left it here. I'm trying to remember how to play right now. Alright. But if we're ever in need of more enchantments, we'll be able to get some. Just all the time and effort to take with the trading aspect, that's a different story. That's a polar bear. At least they're not aggressive. But this was the last bit that we were working on before I took another hiatus. Mainly the idea would be to make the staircase first, and then afterwards, then we would just mine it all down little bit by little bit. And we're doing section by section, so it'd be more bearable. And I'm gonna have to make more torches too. It's legit. I don't even remember this. It's been so long, I am terrible at even placing torches down. If only, right? Flash edit. Remove all cobblestone. Remove all stone. Remove all dirt. Remove all sandstone. Remove all gravel. Done. Just Operation Bedrock completed. We don't even have an Ender Dragon. I would love to farm the Ender Dragon just for the XP, just to fix the pickaxes over and over and over again, because that would be more of an entertaining stream than the Blaze farm that we have. If we could actually craft the end stone portals, that'd be amazing. But alas, it cannot work. Oh yeah, I have sounds off. I don't even think we need to hear sounds. I have a chicken. Oh wait. We need the shaders pack, the one that was promised a long time ago, and now Bedrock Edition has it. And if we were to, I've said it before, but if we were able to transfer Operation Bedrock onto Bedrock Edition to keep the same size of the world on its own, not to expand it, just keep it as is, then I would totally do it. Okay, so let me see. Trying to, okay, at least I got some pickaxes to work with. I don't know if I have a shovel, though. God dang. Wait, was that mine? I think it was mine. Still got all the diamonds and the clay and whatnot. The hidden stash that apparently nobody remembers. Unless it was your stash, Steve. It's been so long, I don't remember anything right now. I'll go ahead and put everything away real quick. So that way we could start, or at least I can start mining. Although I don't have a shovel. Wait, I do. I could work with that for a bit. Just gotta now break it. Well, I could break that at least. Because that one won't matter. Did I have more shovels though? I have a food chest. What am I doing? I just have to remember where it is. There you are. That was not my diamond stash. Unless either you're referring to the infinite spawning diamonds that were right here. Remember that? Right there, right at the wall. Infinite spawning diamonds. Every time I would load up the game, the diamonds would respawn right there. That video already has over 1 million views. I'm trying to get my bearings here. I'm trying to remember everything. I keep pressing the wrong control scheme because I keep thinking that I'm playing a different game. I don't remember where I have any shovels though. Unless I put them in the nether. That could be a thing. I was scared for a moment because I thought that I didn't have an ender chest. This is still the best bow in the game. Punch 2, Infinity 1, Power 5, Unbreaking 3, Mending 1, Flame 1. Can't make that. Can't put Mending and Infinity on the same bow. This was before they patched it. So if you're able to make as many bows as you want before that patch, you'll have the most powerful bow in the game. I still got a lot of beacons though. So no worries about that. So I got some stuff here. This is gonna be for when I fight one of the bosses here. The Wither. I almost forgot the name. But yes, this is my setup for the Wither. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Hold up. Okay, no one's talking on Twitch. We gotta pull up the stream for Twitch. There you go. The classic music of Minecraft. Apparently they don't play as much in the Java edition, do they? Could be wrong though. I haven't played Java edition in years also. Last time I played was on the SMP server, which Mythizan actually made a new SMP server. He keeps updating it and things like that. I just don't know if I'm able to get into that. Because if I'm going to go back to Operation Bedrock, then I probably won't have time to go onto the SMP server. Those were fun though. That was a fun time going on the SMP server. Yeah. And these are the resource chests thus far for this side of the world right now, the west side. Is it the west side? Yes, it is. Redstone, some coal, some more coal, some iron. So moving on. So we'll see how today goes. Mainly as I do want to take my dogs to the park. Not right now, of course. In due time, when it cools down a bit. Especially when it's going to get to the nighttime. Because they need their exercise. Because pretty much as the summer heat rolls around, they're going to be cooped up for 5 days out of the week. And then 2 days, which mainly is going to be Monday and Tuesday, that's when they'll be able to join and have fun at the park. After all that, I completely forgot the pickaxes. Again, I am completely unprepared. I had to relog onto everything, how to set things up, how to redo the alerts, whatnot. I turned off the sound. But hopefully I catch the alert just in time, if anything pops up. I might as well take the opportunity to go to the Nether, because I want to see if I have anything that's already fixed up right there. By the way, can't mind that. Okay. Let's go to the Nether. Let's see if I have any tools that are already repaired. I want to at least get another shovel. Because I completely forgot whether or not if I had anything there. At least you get to enjoy all the torches that have been placed down. Thousands upon thousands of torches. Oh, I ran out of room for the beacon. I'm out of range. And these were the ones that I accidentally did not know how to make a proper beacon until somebody commented below that you could actually do 50 blocks in either direction. So you could actually have maybe anywhere between 90 to 100 blocks in between the beacons to be more efficient. And it worked. Took a while though. At some point, I'm going to put all the beacons down. Because I have plenty of those beacons. Just got to get to the base real quick. Or at least the underground base. I am so spoiled with the beacon speed of haste 2. What up? I mean, it's not bad, honestly. And this was before they actually had the updated name. So he is just Villager. But 11 emeralds for 1 diamond pickaxe, not that bad of a trade. I'm curious to know what he will also offer. Alright, I'm trying to remember what I had over here. Indy 1, not bad. Lots of nether quartz. Magma. Some blaze rods. Lots of bones. Oh yeah. I don't actually fight the zombie pigmen, but at least we have a lot of gold. More diamonds to enchant. I think this is the one that can't be upgraded to efficiency 5. Random book has all that. Okay, so soul sand, not bad. Bows and arrows. Lots of books that I didn't need. Even more books. I mean, it would be nice if you were able to recycle the books for XP and whatnot. That'd be good. Okay, these ones were the ones I was gonna merge. Okay, I remember this at least. Because you could actually override, let's say, fortune. Like, you could get rid of fortune with a silk touch if you wanted to, and vice versa. I believe that's what I was doing over here. Yeah, unbreaking 3s. Blast protection. So this was for the wither. Because I already found a way to cheese the fight, which I've already done with the live stream. Way back in the day. We'll go ahead and check out the farm real quick. This is when one of my wolves actually glitched into the nether. And sadly, he no longer follows me. Because I transferred from the Xbox One. This one's from the Xbox One onto the Series X. And because of that, he no longer follows me. He's mine, but he's no longer mine, which is sad. But this is where you'd be able to farm XP by fighting the skeletons, wither skeletons, blazes, magma cubes. Not cubes, but you get the idea. Magma. And then zombie pigmen. Or the occasional zombie pigman freaking jockey. Here's where the blaze farm would be. Just set up here for a bit. Wait for them all to spawn. Go ahead and run down. Pick them off little bit by little bit and gain XP. So these, they're all my shovels. I gotta do some repairs. All this to be repaired. At some point. These ones are already repaired. I could just grab them right now. I've always been a person that tries to get everything done all at once before I start all over again, but it's fine. Just need to move them before I forget. And yes, we do have powers up in here. At some point, I should actually make a little bit of a room here. Like build some nether bricks, and as well as put some stairs right here just to make this easier. So that we could just get to the rooftops as easily. I think we already have something like that. Or don't we? No, we don't. I forgot how loud the music could be here. Yes, it's a triple beacon. Resistance 2, regeneration, strength 2, and speed. So all you have to do is just mine straight up, get rid of all the blocks past the bedrock. And if it doesn't work, then set some TNT blocks, because sometimes you can find some bricks behind the bedrock. And TNT will easily get rid of all of that. Yo, Cat, what up? I'm that guy. I'm that guy who barely live streams. How are you doing today? And of course, I couldn't get rid of this. I like it. I mean, Dead Block, I gotta play that game again. I'm curious to know whether or not if I could actually get the DLC. I doubt it, but it doesn't hurt to check. It'd be hilarious. Because that's kind of one of the things that I regret that I didn't get from the get-go. When I did the Let's Play, I wanted to do the DLC, but it's like, it's just gonna be a one-off thing. But then apparently, there are a lot of people who remember Dead Block. Kind of not necessarily have a cult following type of deal, but it's kind of like one of those games that people like to play. Ah, okay. So you just have to get a console that has it already. TV. Happy anniversary. Hopefully I'll get back into Operation Bedrock soon. Because I've been reading a lot of comments. A lot of people want to see it come back. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I will go this way. I gotta put the pickaxes back. If I remember correctly, Foxy Jones has a lot of sass in the dialogue. Probably that's why you liked to play, because it was funny. I could be wrong though. It's been many, many, many years. Sometimes you don't play the best character just because they're not the best. Probably because you have more fun playing as that character one way or another. Because a lot of times I would main Link in Smash Bros. Melee, even though he is not the best character to just play competitively. For me being biased, I just wanted to play Link because it was one of my top favorite games ever to play with Legend of Zelda series. And then when it came to Brawl and Forward, I played as Lucario because that was a lot of fun to play too. Especially doing Ultimate Smash with the aura. Ah, okay. I am also curious to know. I forgot whether or not if Dead Block has copyrighted music. I think that's one of the main reasons why I turned off music for the Let's Play, because I didn't want to get any copyrights. I would put a chat overlay on screen, but right now, it's been such a long time since I've done a stream. I don't want to step on Twitch's toes right now. You can multi-stream on Twitch, but you cannot have YouTube chat on Twitch. Which is weird. That is true in a sense. I just don't want to get content ID claimed either. Because that's a different story. I won't get copyrighted, but the content ID is another thing. But this is the power of Speed 2 and Haste 2 that makes your Efficiency 5 into Efficiency 7. And at some point, I gotta smelt all of the resources. That's one of the things that I keep talking about is like, if MCMMO was a thing on console, then I would totally get everything done so quick because my mining level and smelting level would be off the charts. Like mining alone, I wouldn't even need beacons. I would just already be at level 1000 mining. And then some. But hey, maybe at some point I'll do a Dead Block live stream. We'll see what happens. I have to boot up the 360 all over again. I don't know if I'm able to. I don't even think it's backwards compatible on the Xbox One. Nice. One thing is for sure is that if I'm gonna get back in Operation Bedrock, I gotta get an adequate amount of sleep. It's like I'm getting road hypnosis right now. Yo, Code 3, what up? Welcome back. But yeah, one of the other things I haven't really talked about lately, although I think I did say that I wouldn't say bored, but I would get sleepy. Or maybe I did say I get bored. Because I've been burnt out of Minecraft for so long that doing mining actually makes me want to fall asleep. Like, it's that relaxing. At the same time, it's like I'm going autopilot mode. Like, I could just mine with my eyes closed. Although I probably would just run into a wall and then try to mine a wall that can't be broken. But I would have to get some good sleep if I'm going to get back into Operation Bedrock, just so that I don't fall asleep while mining. Because at least with the live stream, it's keeping me awake. But I can't stop yawning. Although, to be fair, I've been up since 2 a.m. No, 3 a.m. Yeah, I've been up since 3 a.m. I've already done my work shift for the day. Came back home, ate some food, relaxed a bit, and then I just hopped on to do a stream. I know, time flies. I'm so bad. The last Operation Bedrock episode was back in 2021. 4 years have gone by since the last video. The last video is it was titled I'm thinking of getting a new phone or something. Should totally make the next episode just like, hey, I got that phone. Be like, took him 4 years to finally get a new phone. Usually I'm better at not making a mess like this. Yo, Gun Kid, how have you been? Welcome back. Keep pressing the wrong button. Like, I am mixing up 33 Immortals plus Power World controls. They're gonna release the new updates real soon, and I'm probably gonna jump on that. So if you see a Power World live stream, feel free to join. We're gonna get a new island. We're gonna get more pals. We're gonna get another boss. We're gonna get more stuff. It's gonna be Terraria plus Pal World collaboration. I really do hope that Pal World wins that lawsuit against Nintendo. Just saying. I want to be able to throw spheres again. I want to be able to have a flying mount again. Nintendo cannot bully their way through. Oh yeah, another thing we'd have to do at some point is also get a Switch 2. Just so that I can play all my games on better hardware. Hooray! I don't really care about Mario Kart World, honestly. It would be fun to play, but multiplayer, I probably would just crash and burn. And I won't lie that I'm very interested in how Pokemon Legends ZA will play out. Mainly because the whole thing about Power World is like now there's higher expectations to see how they're gonna do Pokemon ZA. Are they just gonna make it the same as Arceus or Arceus? Are they gonna make it better? Are they gonna improve? Who knows? Only time will tell. Okay, for a second there I thought I accidentally muted my mic. Because that would have been awkward. Because it wouldn't be the first time I've muted my mic and I've just been yapping all like maybe 10 minutes before realizing that nobody could actually hear me. It was embarrassing to say the least. But I am rather curious to see how well Operation Bedrock will do nowadays. It's apparently challenge live streams are now a thing. It's just ironic that I've done a challenge live stream or a challenge series for so long, and now it's kind of like a genre on its own. A person commented that I was way ahead of my time. He'd be right. Back then, nobody was really doing something like this. The only sad part is that I was not able to keep at it. How things would have been different had I stuck with this 100%. It's kind of like one of those things that will always be at the back of my mind from now until forever. And at some point, I'm gonna have to make a new video because I adopted a new puppy. He's asleep right now. I have no idea how he's going to be when I record, but we'll have to see. The number one answer I could actually give you is that I'm always tired. That's my fault anyways, because I choose to sleep late. Hopefully as summer rolls around more and more that I'll actually sleep on time. But we'll see. Only because it's just gonna get hot and hotter throughout the weeks. It'll cool down in the fall, but at the same time is that this would be a grand opportunity to get it back into Operation Bedrock to see how things go for the summer. Because what else am I supposed to do? I mean, I could do a lot of streams. I could just play other games. But why not get back to the series that actually put me back on the map to begin with? I still get comments every once in a while. People going back to episode 290 and talk about it. That they want to see a return. Let's see here. Truth be told, we already got a blaze farm. That's used to fix all the pickaxes. Oh, that's the edge of the world. Okay. Because the blaze farm alone is actually the best XP wise. And with that, that could just repair all the pickaxes and the shovels. One thing I could possibly do is actually make YouTube shorts involving Operation Bedrock. But what am I going to talk about? I have no idea. I actually got a good deal for getting Dead Block for $2.49. That is something to think about, actually. Yeah, I'm bouncing back between two chats. I need a better system. I'm trying to put all into one. I just don't. I think there's a not an app. I can't remember what it's called. A widget. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It could be an app for all we know. That you could actually see both chats. We need someone notable. That would be you, Steve. I could see SMO just doing a lot of trading. He's always done his own thing. I fell. By the way, can't mind that. If you were to break this torch, you won't be able to place another torch on the wall. So that is why we don't touch that. You can literally see the outline of the pixels. The hitbox, I should say. Because back then, one block behind here used to be the edge of the world. And then, update years later, brought that one block forward one block. So now this is the edge of the world, and this is within the actual world itself. So I can place a block here, and I can destroy it, but I can't destroy the block behind that. Therefore, the iron block can't be mined up. You could use a TNT block to blow it up, but that also risks you of losing said ore. I think you could do, I don't know if you could actually do a sticky piston on that. I don't think you can. I could try it out one day. But again, can't mine this. We need to bring Ninja Boy. We need to bring Saxman Snipes. Strong Dead 1045. Demix 1232 12321. And you know what? You know how I can't even talk correctly right now. The username. I don't know if you remember this, Steve. But we would always call him Corgi. If you remember who he was, then you will remember his username. But I often think about the fact that we completely ignored his username and we were like, nah, you're Corgi. And we're only going to call you Corgi. No, he was from the UK. But when we call him Australian, he would get mad because apparently if you call British people Australian, they just get so mad. I think vice versa too. I could be wrong on that one, but with the banter, we would just always call, occasionally we would call him Australian, and he just gets so mad about that. Also, we need to get Mr. Dead Guy back, too. And at some point, the Sly Seth will join us. If he's not too busy. Oh, hey, I thought actually it was full. I wonder if I could actually put remixes of Minecraft music. Or just something, really. I still have a subscription to Monster Cat, even though I have not been using that in years. Funny how that works. Because I know that Evie will join us. Baby Luna, if she has time to join us. I don't know if Keegan is still military or whatnot. I know Wheeler has been military, but I don't know if he's back yet. And McLoley probably still plays RuneScape, and he's long gone. I miss him though. And occasionally SMO just pops up every once in a while. Nyong, nyong, nyong. Long-term fans of the channel, that star is still here. She is 13 years old. She's going to turn 14 in August. And I'm pretty sure she will make it that far too. Because we're already in June. So 2 more months. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to adopt a new dog as well. Just to help the transition between one dog to another. As morbid as that seems, and how that sounds, but that's the reality of it. Because I did not want to go through that process of old age and everything that comes along with it. Especially that when I saw the puppy at the shelter, I knew for a fact, like, no, I had to get him. All the other dogs I would walk by, they would all be barking and whatnot. A lot of them are very nice and just calm. A lot of them are very excited to see another human. But this one was just very calm. Or so it may seem. I was able to pet the puppy. The puppy would do a little bit of grabbing. Didn't think too much of it. But when I brought him home, it was a completely different story. He loves to do a lot of grabbing. As one of our friends would call it, teeth kisses. So he would love to just grab you with his mouth a lot. And it kind of hurts every once in a while because he just gets way too excited. That's why I figured that he's still a puppy. Eventually he'll grow out of it. He likes to jump. Again, a lot of excitement. Hopefully he grows out of that too. Doesn't really do that much barking or howling. The only time he would bark was if he wants to play, and that usually just happens to be with my husky. Or is that he's very nervous and just does not know what to do because he's still learning. Which I don't blame him. Because it seems like he actually did have a home at some point, but they just gave up on him. Because he was well-mannered. He's only had one accident in the house, But that's because I was gone for 10 hours. So I was like, it only happened once. And from there, it didn't happen again. He was able to hold it. Mainly that I let him outside and tell him to go pee, and then he goes. He doesn't destroy the house. He doesn't chew on anything, except for one thing. But that could have been my husky who did it. I don't know. I have no way of knowing. But on that, I'm able to leave him alone at the house. There's nothing broken, nothing chewed on, no accidents. So it just seems like he was taken care of at one point. That made me happy, knowing that at least I didn't have to go through cleaning up a mess every single day. Because right now, he's just overly excited. Every day that I come back home from work, he would whine, cry, jump, and do teeth kisses. It's like, nah, you need to calm down. Yes, I'm back home, but you need to calm down because it actually hurts. But yeah, I try not to think about Star's old age because every time that I do, like in a deep thought process, it makes me very, very sad. Not gonna lie. Because I know it's inevitable and I will be mourning. It's just I wanted to adopt a new puppy so that it just be easier. So yeah, I could mourn. Yeah, I could grieve. But at least I'll have a new puppy to take care of. Because a lot of dog owners would tell you that getting a new puppy after the last one passes is very, very difficult. And I don't blame them. They are your friends, they are your companions, they are family. Yeah, it can be frustrating. Yeah, they could do things that makes you very, very mad. But again, it's like a family. But you love them anyways, and they love you back unconditionally. But it makes me think that about the new puppy that I adopted is that I wonder what was his last family like. Because again, he's housebroken. No damages. He's just a very excited puppy. Yo, Nick, what up? Right now I'm talking about a new puppy that I adopted, which I'm probably gonna have to make a new video at some point. I'm trying to keep it as vague as possible. Because I wanted to make it a little bit of a surprise. I wish, unless you're talking to Nick. But at some point, yeah, I'll make a video about my new puppy. I will say that he is always hungry. Even after I feed him, he still wants more. But unfortunately, he is still very skinny. Probably be a while before he's going to start fattening up. The first day I brought him home, I wanted to give him a bath, but he wouldn't get back. He wouldn't actually go into the bathtub. No matter how, like, 30 minutes after trying, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pick you up. So I picked him up. He was heavy, but since he was mostly very skinny, it was doable. Spent like 20 minutes just getting all the dirt and grime off of his fur. And it was a huge improvement. It's like, yeah, the people at the shelter do their best. It's just they're not always able to do everything, you know? At least he knows how to sit. And even then, he would still try to steal my food. And I always have to remind him not to do that. And he's also still learning how to play. Because whenever it comes to a new dog at the park, like, he gets excited, he starts barking, but the thing is that not every dog likes it when another dog barks at them. But he is a chicken, though. Not in a literal sense, but that he chases, but he does not like to be chased. Puts up a brave front, but as soon as another dog corrects him, he just runs away. Kind of like all bark. Let me go ahead and save. Also gotta make another video with Star. I already made another video with Miko on her 3rd birthday. Star's birthday is gonna be on August 22nd. And so far I've had my new puppy for a good month. I still don't know how old he is. I would say he's over a year old at the least, just because of everything that screams puppy about him. There we go. Nah. I would love to live in Japan. Preferably somewhere close to the Zhao Fox village. Or maybe get hired as the caretaker over there. That'd be fun. One of us still needs to win the lottery. I didn't even know that was a thing. At least the UK has foxes living near cities. That's the thing. Or else I'll have to just move states that actually allows you to have a fox as a pet. Because that was another thing that I was gonna do, is that if I ever win the lottery, I would just move states. Either buy a new home, or to get a home built from the ground up, or get a home that has a lot of land, just so that I could build or get things built on the side. A lot of free roaming land type of deal. Because I wouldn't mind that. So there's two things I would want to get. I want to get a wolf dog and as well as a fox. Sandstone, of course, of course. Of course. I can't even pick it up. I'm gonna have to make room. Literally just one. Yo, what up, cool? Ooh, I picked up a lot of coal right now. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some more real quick. While I'm here. By the way, Nick, is that Power World is cross-compatible now. Like, I like how you got me into the game and then you stopped playing. I should really put the potato away. Once the update drops on Power World, I'll definitely make a stream of Power World just to see what's new. And what I gotta grind for, what I gotta do, what I gotta catch, and what do I gotta make. Yeah, the most tedious thing would be to repair the pickaxes. Because that is very time consuming and not much is actually done in between rounds of fixing pickaxes. Or shovels for that matter. Because that alone would be a chill stream on its own, but I gotta do something on the side. I kind of want to test to see if I could actually play Tube Simulator on the side while I'm fixing the pickaxes. So I'll be playing 2 games at once. That'd be fun. Because Tube Simulator could actually be played on PC. You just download the Google Play app for PC and then load up the game from there and just play. So I'm curious to see if I could actually play both Operation Bedrock and as well as Tube Simulator at the same time, and as well as that I could stream both games at the same time. So one thing I want to do on Tube Simulator is get every single item in the game. Cause that would be fun. Let me see something. Okay, I could actually toss one thing at a time. Yeah. I forgot whether or not that was a thing or not. I just didn't want to risk it. What if I finished Operation Bedrock before GTA 6? Wouldn't that be funny? Imagine that. Put a potato over there for now. Oh, I remember. I should have grabbed the sand block when I was down there. God dang. I forgot about it already. Okay. Free food. Free food. Insta-cook your food with the Fire Aspect 2 sword. This one happens to have Sharpness 5, Knockback 2, Looting 3, Fire Aspect 2, Unbreaking 3, and Mending 1. One of the best swords you can get. Yo, Mac, thank you. This was back in 2012. That Minecraft for 360 came out on May 2012, and then on June 15th, that's when the first Operation Bedrock episode was created. Back when I used to do "Hey guys, sword here" as my intro, and back before I actually had a good mic to make videos with. I cannot bear to hear myself talk in the old videos. Not gonna lie. Oh hey, it's raining. I do miss swimming in the waters back here. That was one of my favorite things to do. Pretty sure I have old videos with Operation Bedrock just swimming back here. Good times. Oh yeah, rain, snow, rain, snow. Oh yeah. It don't matter. I wonder if this still works. I can't do it. Not when there's torches. One of the reasons why I wanted to keep that there is because that was one of the first lava pools we found before. And it happens to have floating sand above it, so I'm like, oh, that's gonna be cool to keep. Yeah. June 2012. And GTA 5 became the biggest game to play. I never really got into GTA 5. Like, I grew up with Grand Theft Auto, but I never really owned any Grand Theft Auto games because my parents were really strict on those type of games before. Now they don't care, but I just never really got into Grand Theft Auto because of that. I was only able to play it whenever I was at a friend's house, but they would rarely ever let me play, so I never really got to play it. Like, I had San Andreas for the Xbox downloaded. I just never started it up or anything. It's not even the definitive edition. Which, of course, don't really play the definitive edition. Like, you want to play the originals if you got them. And now everyone's waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6. Sorry, I have a really, really bad itch in my ear right now. Okay. Still, a lot of time has gone by, and I feel so bad about it too. I just couldn't really bring myself into getting back into this. It's like knowing how much time I'm going to sink into doing all this all over again. If times were different back then, then let's say if I was able to do this for a living where I'm just playing games and making live streams and just doing challenges like this, then I would totally get this done and totally do other challenges and just keep on going with that. But things didn't work out that way. It could still work out, but only time will tell. Let me just do this real quick. Wait, can I? Does this still work? Okay, I gotta... Wait. Oh, okay, wait, hold up. I don't remember how this works. Why can't I do this? Hold up. Oh, it's X. Okay. Alright, that works. I'm pretty sure there's a faster way of doing that, but I'll just do it manually. I mainly back then when I first started out, I was already 18 at the time. I'm old. Actually, no, I was 19. I was already 19 with Operation Bedrock when that came out. I was already taking college classes. I was already at my part-time job, and I was still trying to do YouTube, trying to make a career out of YouTube. So I was juggling everything between real life obligations, such as work, schoolwork, homework, going to school, trying to maintain a good schedule of everything on top of everything. It just didn't work out. Hate to say it. And I wish it really just did work out where I just didn't have to go to work, didn't have to go to school. I could have just focused on YouTube full time. I still believe to this day, had I actually given YouTube 110% of everything, it could have worked out. Now, currently, I have a full-time job, so I'm already working 40 hours a week. Which from the nighttime work shift to morning shift, which actually gives me more opportunities to get things worked on, especially now that summer has arrived. When it came to winter, I was just taking my dogs to the park every single day. But I still had to be asleep by 8 p.m. And then I turned to 9 p.m. and now it's 10 p.m. Because now I just wake up at 3 a.m. and then leave for work around 3:45 a.m. A lot of times I'm awake since 3 a.m. I've been awake since 3 a.m. Especially today. Because today I consider it as a Friday because I'm off every Tuesday and Wednesday. It's kind of like one of the reasons why I would love to win a lotto so that I could actually quit my job and just finish this up. That was like one of the first things I would ever do. Sorry, this is my OCD kicking in. No block left behind. Everything must get cleaned up. Everything must get picked up. Everything must be put into a chest. Everything must be organized. I blame Operation Bedrock for that. Okay, that's depleted. Put that there so I don't accidentally break it. But one thing I gotta start doing is just making YouTube videos in general. Just anything at this point. I'll still make Tuber Simulator videos and live streams just because I want to support the Outer Minds team, and as well as that, there's still things I want to complete in that game, like get every single item obtainable, reasonably obtainable in the game. Just max it all out. I'm already maxed level at lit level 999. That in itself was a journey. I think it was, what, 2019, if I'm not mistaken? Started in February 2019, then finished it off on June 12th, 3 days before the anniversary of Operation Bedrock. That alone was awesome. That while I was going for lit level 999, when I'm already at 998, Online staff team all gathered around watching the stream. They posted it on Reddit. They shared the stream. They all came and watched as I was the first person to obtain the last level of the game legitimately. So it was kind of like a little bit of a special event. That was awesome. Community just came by to watch me accomplish that, so it was very heartwarming. They made me happy cry, I'm not gonna lie. And it still affected me even days after when I made the video saying thank you and whatnot. Because I never had anything like that happen before, so I was overwhelmed with joy. I'm curious about this though. Lava! Look at that! An unexplored cave, in a sense. Not exactly a cave, but you get the idea. And right now my puppy is awake and being active. It's been so long since I've actually seen lava. So weird, honestly. Yeah, lava's not supposed to exist. We're supposed to get rid of all the lava. I'm trying to be careful. Okay, I got diamond armor. Again, it's been so long since I've actually explored. Hey! Floating gravel! Obsidian! Water on top of lava, too! Like, this is broken right now. I think I've already made a video talking about Minecraft logic of water being on top of lava. Like that. I don't want to break this, though. Like, as soon as I break one block, the entire thing will fall. Like, you got floating gravel, you got water on top of lava. Trying to see how I could go about this. And I have a full inventory. I am so unprepared right now. Gold. I don't want to place a torch down. Like, I could see because the gamma's set up right and looking at the stream, not too bad. That is so awesome. It's been such a long time. It's been years since I've seen lava in an actual cave system. It's funny that I call it a cave system, mainly because we actually have caves now on Java Edition. So that in itself, comparison, that's not a cave, but you get the idea. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm trying to get at. I'm just so excited just to see this all over again. If I'm going to make an Operation Bedrock episode, I'm going to feature that. Like, I don't want to break it. I don't want to mess with it. I just want to look at it. Proceeds to mine tunnels around the area. Beep, beep, beep. That up. There we go. I'll fix it later. What's funny is that the file size keeps growing and growing, not because of the amount of blocks we're mining, it's because of all the blocks we are putting into a chest. So it contains more memory just to do that than to delete blocks entirely of just letting it despawn. Like, watch, we're gonna find diamonds in that cave system. Really? 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 I didn't realize that there was a third spot over here. How'd that happen? Or did I put that there just so that I could easily fall down? I don't remember, honestly. This one has 3 ladders. Why are there 3 beacons here? Oh, okay, I see. Alright. Z axis 0, that's why. Just so that it evens out. Alright, back to the cave system. Lapis Lazuli. I want to check this out. I thought I got a text message. Trying to see if it's not too dark on the stream. Let me see if we could just do this. Aha. Alright. I'm not gonna hit the gravel. That is so beautiful. Diamond! Look at that! We found diamond! What? Y-axis 18, 19? Cool, cool. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna pick it up. It's not within the west side of the world right now. Alright, so over here. Don't want to mess with that too much. Want to go around it. Alright. Not bad, not bad. So it's just one block of water. Cool. Hey, we found a pool here. Not bad. Okay, no ceiling above me. So one pool, a second pool. It would be nice if I would stop falling. Okay, nothing new over here. Alright. That's kind of the end of it at this point. So now I got something for the next Operation Bedrock episode, just to showcase this area. Again, I didn't want to really mess with it too much. I love the fact that there's just so many things going on with this area. Like that alone is a thumbnail. Just look at that. Again, diamonds. Oh yeah. Netherite. The pickaxes. That's a thing now. I remember making a video asking the fact that why not we could have like that enchanted too. And I think you can get those enchanted too. Coincidence? Maybe this should be the thumbnail. Nah, I think the other area was actually fine. I don't know. Yeah, the first area. That'll totally be a thumbnail. Because all I have to do is just remove the UI and the HUD, display hand, and then just take a screenshot and I'm good to go. Alright. I don't know if it's true for Java Edition nowadays or Bedrock Edition, but is that if you find a lot of dirt underground, more than likely you'll find diamonds. That's always been the case for us when it comes to Operation Bedrock. That's always kind of like a meme we've ever really talked about. Like every time we find so much dirt, it's like, okay, keep digging, you'll find diamonds soon. Somewhere around there. Lo and behold, we'll find diamonds. And apparently a lot of the old music does not appear in the new versions of Minecraft. At least based on a comment I've read. That's one of the reasons why I actually refer this to Legacy Minecraft. So whenever people ask, what's Legacy Minecraft? It's Minecraft before it became Bedrock Edition. You have Minecraft Java Edition, Minecraft Bedrock Edition, then I'm calling this Minecraft Legacy Edition. Because when you say old Minecraft, people may not understand what that means entirely. Because there's also Minecraft Pocket Edition and Minecraft Education Edition. And right now, Mojang wants to push Bedrock Edition so hard right now. Because I would love it if 4J Studios picks up Legacy Edition once again. Since they got bought out by Microsoft, they want them to focus on other games. And also 4J Studios is doing their Reforge stage. So it's like Minecraft, but different. I'm like, we're never gonna get Legacy Edition again. Like, the only other way to actually play Xbox One Edition is if you were to buy it from Amazon. But you gotta be sure you're getting Xbox One Edition, not just Minecraft Edition, aka Bedrock Edition. So you really gotta be careful in the listings. And I got a copy of Xbox One Edition, and I got it for like maybe $40 before it bumped up to $60 or $70. So you could still get a physical copy of the Xbox One edition. You just got to be sure that it is the Xbox One edition. Because now the only way to actually play it is this: if you have it already downloaded on your 360, put it onto the Xbox One, or if you actually get the physical disc. All right, so far looking good. Haven't dropped any frames. Hi. My puppy's back again. Ah! No, 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 no. Wait. Okay. Ah! Okay. I really gotta make a video soon. Really gotta make a video showcasing my new puppy. And then whenever people will look at it, it's like, that is not a puppy. It's like, no, this is a puppy. I don't care what you say. I mean, technically, there's going to be the Xbox Ally, which allows you to play Steam games and PC games, so you could actually play Java Edition on that. So that could be a thing. Whether or not if you're going to actually buy it is a different question. I think he wants to go out. Ow. Ow. Okay. Alright, so gonna be a quick potty break for the dogs, and I'll be right back. So I'll be right back. Enjoy the view. I know, hold on. Alright. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Took longer than expected because I kept going outside again and again and again. Alright, there we go, there we go, there we go. Awesome. Hold up. I didn't know it was already out. I'm out of the loop. I thought they were just working on it, not just it's already out. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I had no idea that was already out. Funny. Yeah, I'm so behind with all the new stuff that I don't really pay attention to it. Okay. Yeah, when you say Battlefield 3, it reminds me of Battlefield 1. Like, I got that game. It was kind of short-lived. I wonder if people still play it. I don't remember. Did I have anything for this? I think I turned it off, too. I legitimately don't remember. Nah, you shouldn't, Drew. Like, I got Battlefield 1, I played through the campaign, whatnot, and try to play multiplayer. I would always try to get a tank or any heavy vehicle. I sucked at using a sniper. Oh, I was just more running, gunning, trying to get objectives. That's one way to do it, though. Maybe get a tattoo of a third eye and whatnot. Make people think you are smart. You'll pull a fast one, and then they'll know you're dumb after a conversation. It'd be like a bait and switch. It's so weird to play without the sound effects. Maybe I should turn them back on at some point. I know I turn them off for the video recordings because it gets really distracting, especially if I'm doing jump cuts and whatnot. So I just have it turned off so it would be easier. Makes the flow of the commentary so much better. I don't know what I'm gonna do once I run out of shovels. I should have made some more shovels. Back then, you were able to cheese the enchantments because all you had to do was just save before you enchanted, and then you would make an enchantment. If it didn't work, you quit, exit without saving, come right back, try again. You would just re-roll the enchantments. Now it's already set in stone. Like, even if you were to exit without saving, you come right back, you're always going to get that enchantment because it's already set in place. So the only other option would be to enchant a book. At least do a level 1 book. And then it would re-roll the enchantment for the tool that you want to enchant. Although you would have to get back to level 30. It was like 4J Studios watched the video and then they had to do something about it. It's like, just let people play it. Maybe if I were to do offline, it would work. I never tested that. I don't know. That'll be something. Although we'll have to get rid of the sandstone because it's already taking up inventory. I still blame Operation Bedrock for my OCD habits. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I could fight the Ender Dragon, defeat him in under a minute. And that's with the other world I have made. Because I would use the end. After fighting the Ender Dragon, I would just farm the obsidian towers just to get all the obsidian. Because that was Operation Blackout, where we're going to encase the world in obsidian blocks. Which I could get back into it. I still have the file and whatnot. And I was going to do that while working on Operation Bedrock, and then I decided, let's not do that all over again where I'm doing 2 different series at the same time. Because that was my mistake when I did Operation Dome and Bedrock at the same time. Because a few days would be dedicated to Operation Bedrock and a few days Operation Dome. And then I would make an episode of Operation Dome on Wednesdays and Operation Bedrock on Saturdays. So In between that, there was not that much progress being done on both worlds because either we do a lot of progress on one side and less on the other, or vice versa. So if I would have done things differently, that would have been the first thing I would have done. I would just waited. I would have just wait until Operation Bedrock was done before I did Operation Dome. Like time management wise, I was terrible at it. Because I figured people would be bored of Operation Bedrock, so I must spruce things up by doing another series at the same time. Keep it fresh. Which backfired because I made people really cared for Operation Dome versus Operation Bedrock, but since I already gone so much work onto Operation Dome, I just couldn't back out now. Yeah. And plus, I was also doing Let's Plays at the time of doing Operation Bedrock and Dome. So I was doing Let's Plays, Operation Bedrock, Operation Dome, was doing Pixelmon, which was another thing that really sucked in the sense that I was just putting focus away from Operation Bedrock while working on and doing Pixelmon commentaries. Truth be told, I wasn't really doing much on Pixelmon because I was still playing Pixelmon as if I was playing Minecraft, so I wasn't really focused on capturing Pixelmon or anything like that. I was just making videos for the server. So if there was another thing I would have done differently is that I probably would have not really done so much dedication towards the Pixelmon series as I did. Community was great. Don't get me wrong. I've made friends. I made some enemies. But I should have not put all that time and dedication onto it as I did. Because that was like 2 years of Pixelmon that could have also been dedicated to Operation Bedrock instead. But you live and you learn. But I was just doing so many things all at the same time that it was kind of like the jack of all trades, but the master of none. I have no idea how the full saying goes. But yes, I should have, and would have, could have, should have, just mainly just focus everything on Operation Bedrock. That's what I should have done differently. Although some of the Let's Plays have been real successful, so I should have just done the Let's Plays and just focus on Operation Bedrock. So at least I would have not been burnt out as much as I did, because I just done so many videos with Minecraft and it was going nowhere. That also brought into a bad mental state that I've had for the longest of time. Husky, what up? Hey, I still play Tuber Simulator, so if you still want to watch some Tuber Simulator videos, mainly I just keep up with the updates and whatnot. And if anything else, if I get back onto Tuber Simulator streams, then that'll be another thing. Because even if I do go back to Operation Bedrock, I'll still do Tuber Simulator streams so that I do not get burnt out one way or another type of deal. The only thing I'm really going to do is that I'm probably going to do Tuber Simulator and Operation Bedrock at the same time. Like, the only idea I have thus far is that if I'm going to be repairing pickaxes with the Blaze Farm, I'll be playing Tuber Simulator on the side so that I could do two things at once. And at the same time, while I'm waiting for the Blaze to spawn, I could just play some rounds of Craniac or Puggle. Just mainly do something at the same time. Hooray! Notifications work. I'm happy about that. And be sure to hit that bell notification and turn on to all notifications to not miss out on future content. At least it works. That's all that matters. Honestly, not really. Like, a lot of people have already moved on with their lives. Occasionally, I'll speak to one of them whenever they do pop up in conversation. Steve already showed up. Nick showed up. Like, I remember their names. I know who they are. If they ever want to do come back to Operation Bedrock, that's if I'm actually set in stone on keeping on working on it, because it's one thing to say that I talked to them and want them to come back, but it's another thing that if I don't necessarily, how do I say this? How do I say this without sounding dumb? Is that if I'm consistent in working on Operation Bedrock and they come back, that's gonna be the more ideal situation, not just one and done type of deal. Like, oh, I'm gonna play a little bit and then I stop again. Like, if I want to dedicate more time into Operation Bedrock and be consistent, be on top of it, set a schedule, things like that, and they come back knowing that I'm not gonna just leave again, then yeah, I would love for them to come back. But other than that, a lot of them has already moved on and are doing whatever they want to do with their life. I still miss the good old days though. Just playing Minecraft, just chatting about good 6 to 8 hours. It's another thing that I didn't do during the time of Operation Bedrock was just stream the entire process. Truth be told, I just had a terrible computer and as well as terrible internet back then, so streaming wasn't really an option for me. It took many years until I actually got an updated computer, and it took even more time until I actually had better internet. And during that time, the momentum has already died down a bit. It's silly me that I wanted to try to get the best quality as possible, so I was really hesitant on streaming, even if it meant to have a potato quality stream. Like, I should have just done it. I should have just worked on that and improved from there, not waited until I actually got the best I could and then started, because by then it was already too late. Because now I have top of the line quality, at least I think I do. Got a good microphone, got a good XLR setup, got the Elgato, got a better computer now, and as well as I got fiber internet, so that was a huge upgrade versus what I had before. Because right now I have 500 up and down, which is good. I wanted 1 gig, but it's going to be some time before I could get that upgrade. Which I'm hoping to get at least 1 gig up and down, which would be nice in comparison. I'm trying to be very careful not to break the shovel. Oh yeah. That Operation Bedrock is a series where my friends and I, we're gonna mine the entire world until there's nothing but bedrock left except for the floor, of course, because we need something flat to walk on. Set on a map, you'll see a lot of grayed out areas, which I could give a quick recap. Just a quick tour. That you see that we have a lot of blocks mined up. At least I have haste 2 and speed 2 to speed up the process. Hold on. There we go. Whether or not if this is actually faster, no idea. I think it is. I think it would be. I like to think it actually is faster to do this. And if it's just a placebo effect, then it's a funny one at that. Because I'm just bonking my head on the short little ceiling. So this is the Iron Golem farm. So we can just get more iron along the way so we can make more beacons. There's a villager that has been depleted of everything, which I'm only keeping just because I think that's funny. So this area has already been mined out. Does the same thing on the other side. And then this area has been mined out. I leave it dark so that we could find zombie villagers and fight some mobs every once in a while. Is that you're not really good at keeping the talking going? Is that... You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised on the conversations you would have with another person. That you would actually be able to talk hours on hours until end. That either you'll do a live stream of it, or you're gonna do an actual series about it. If you're gonna have a conversation with your nephew, or if you're gonna do solo commentary, then all you gotta really do is just talk about what you're planning on doing, what you want to do, what you're thinking about doing, and then any other tangent that just pops up in your head. If you're doing a live commentary, that's even better because at least you'll be able to have some live reactions to anything that happens within the series. Here is a lava pool. And if I'm not mistaken, this one also has a void in there. This is mainly for the older worlds. The new ones, I don't think they have voids. But all you have to do is find lava within bedrock level and then go all the way down. Let's see. I should survive. I'm going to save real quick. I want to look at this. I really don't remember. Let's see. Okay, yeah. There's some bit of stuff right here. Yeah. That totally would be a void. Because I already reached the bottom. Exit out saving. Okay. Yeah, I believe this one was a void. If that throws y-axis 2, then there will be some stone right there, and then you would just break it with some TNT, and you're good to go. So if you happen to have an old world and you find lava pools within y-axis 4, then more than likely you're going to have a void. Oh no, it doesn't lag. Not even on the 360 it lags. The only time that it really lags is if I'm loading the world or I'm saving the world. Other than that, it doesn't lag. And I'm currently on the Xbox Series X. This originally started on the 360 when it came out on the year 2012. So this world is 13 years old. And what we did is that we mined out the last 3 layers of the world so that we could get a lot of resources. So it really helped out a lot when it comes to a lot of things of just collecting resources and just mainly getting rid of a lot of lava pools and whatnot. Well, we will occasionally find lava, but it's just so far in between. But here's an example of a lava pool that used to be here. So y-axis 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, technically that would be 1. And what's funny is that you could actually place, well, you can't, yeah, you could place torches right there, but you can't remove it. The only way to remove it is if you were to use a TNT block. Back then, the void was an actual void. Like, all this would be blue. You'd be able to jump through. You would exit out of the world, and you would just pretty much die because you would take fall damage. Or technically it would be fire damage because you would just be losing hearts over and over and over until you die. But the thing is that on the 360, it would crash the world. So if you or anybody else jumps through there, it would crash the world. So I would actually have to block it off. I actually blocked it with obsidian because at the time, obsidian was very hard to mine and I didn't want any griefers just to jump into the void. What they did to patch it is that they allowed it to be unmineable. And then afterwards, the one that I put the obsidian in, you can't mine it. And I can't use TNT to get rid of it. So all that did was just made it to where that got completely blocked out. That video has like 150,000 views. What's funny is that people said, oh, those voids existed on PC. It's like, well, I didn't know. Everything I learned was from console. So it was brand new to me and it went viral, so I was happy about that. It's still awesome though. I love the fact that you could see, like, this is how you could tell that a lot of patterns are spherical. I don't even know if that's a real word. I learned that from Drake and Josh. But you could see how perfect it is right here. 1, 2, 3 corner, 1, 2, 3 corner, 1, 2, 3 corner, 1, 2, 3 corner. So a lot of generations of water and as well as the lava pools, it's kind of the same pattern. You can see it right here. Corner, and then it's symmetrical. It's perfect. I love it. The only time I think it really has crashed is if... No, it does crash. Every once in a while, it rarely ever crashes, but that's because of an overload of memory, kind of like a little bit of a memory leak. It rarely ever happens, but it does happen. I've had progress lost, like maybe 2 to 3 hours worth of progress lost because I didn't save last time, and then we done so much, and then it just froze. Occasionally it will, like, it's rare that it happens. I'm not really too worried about it. Yeah, it's good to start over fresh if you want to, too. It should be a whole different thing. Like, I thought about starting a new channel, but it's like, I've already have this name channel. I already went through the trouble of changing it with the @ I wanted to get Sword Kings Around Zero URL, but apparently that it was already taken. I couldn't get it, even though I requested YouTube so many times to let me have it. It was like, oh, now they made a new system where you could actually just claim a URL just by getting the @ So I'm like, okay, I'll take the @ then. So it kind of worked out in the end. Even though the link is still Sword Kings Around Zero Gaming, but Sword Kings Around Zero still works. But yes, the last 3 layers of the world have been mined out. It was absolutely beautiful. And I already took the time to put down all the torches one by one. That alone was a process. That is 6 blocks apart, or at least these ones are 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, these are 4 blocks apart. So pretty much every 5th spot is a torch. Whether or not if it's symmetrical all the way through, I have no idea, and I really don't want to think about it, because I think that at some point, when they updated the world where they actually shrunk it inward, that's what messed up the entire symmetry. My foot's asleep. Yeah, I just want to keep it onto this channel, really. Kind of more or less like having the brand and as well as the name recognition on its own. That I want it to be where, regardless of what games I play, I would like to think that people will be there for me. Because I know that a lot of people have found me through Tube Simulator when it was kicking off. As well as a lot of people found my channel because of Operation Bedrock. And yeah, I haven't really been that active onto YouTube in a way where I'm just mainly posting Tube Simulator videos every 2 weeks. But that's because it just kept me on a steady schedule of just consistency. Because without Tube Simulator, I have no idea what I was going to do, because I would just have no videos uploaded. Because I'm still on the fence whether or not if I do want to come back to Operation Bedrock. I'm not going to lie. Because I really don't want to get burnt out again. And at the same time, is that I really got to do something, because otherwise I have nothing. As sad as it sounds. I really do want to get back into making content. I just don't want to fail all over again. At the same time, it's like, I am failing if I don't do anything. So I'm like, God dang, it's like a never-ending loop of self-doubt and hesitancy, low self-esteem and confidence. Like, at this point, it's like, I should just start making content just to make content, just do whatever. Oh yeah, Tube Simulator will always be relevant. All PewDiePie or Felix Gilberg has to do is just make one video completely advertising Tube Simulator. Just like going back to it just for funsies, and then it'll kick off again. Like the Outer Minds team, they had a full team of 30 plus people. Now they're down to a team of 3 to 5 people. And I say that because right now, a few are focusing on getting Turbo Kid onto the port of Switch, like finally getting the physical release of the Switch, and then afterwards they could actually focus back onto Tube Simulator. And I'm still making videos with Tube Simulator, and occasionally I'll make a YouTube short with Tube Simulator that Our Minds will use for their TikTok page. Truth be told, I just haven't really been motivated into making more Stupid Simulator shorts as of yet. Because work took over all over again. I get so drained from working that I just don't want to do anything right now. Yeah, that's how I feel, homie. Like, I want to get back into Operation Bedrock. I want to get a lot of work done. I want to try to get as much I can do. Focus a lot of time and attention to it. But if I start losing motivation again, then it's like, oh no. I don't want to crash and burn all over again. What does keep me going, though, is that the conversations that I have with people. Because at least I know if somebody's watching, somebody's willing enough to take the time to just sit back, relax, and chat. That's all it comes down to. Because I've had streams where nobody was talking, and then it's like, well, shoot. I need the interaction. Yeah, snow makes it really hard to mine. Thank you, Tyron. It's... yeah. Again, that's kind of like what I've said before in my video, is that if I were to retire from YouTube at any given point, might as well finish what I started all this time ago. Like, if this is gonna be my magnum opus, that if nothing actually comes out of my YouTube channel after this, then at least I could say that I finally got it done. Because who knows, maybe it'll actually pick up again. Is that I will not know unless if I actually try and do it. So even if I just do streams and not really make the episodes in one way, then that could be where progress can be done. Although I still want to make episodes just to recap, kind of thing, like where I could just talk. But again, thank you, Tyrene, for the comments. Like, I do get a lot of comments of people saying they've watched this for many, many years, and they're just happy to see it again. No problem. Like, these are the comments that do make me happy. Because, yeah, I try not to compare myself to others, but I just can't help it. Sometimes I forget that There are people who just want just a chill commentator. Nothing too explosive, nothing too energetic per se. It's just sometimes people just want to sit down and just chill. I don't know how else to explain it. Because I don't need to be screaming on the top of my head all this, like, every 5 seconds. Well, it really depends on what game I play. Because who knows? If I were to play some scary games, then yeah, I'll be a chicken. Like, I don't like jump scares. Funny, because I actually started playing Five Nights at Freddy's a long time ago. This was many, many years ago. I played through 1, played through 2, played through 3. I stopped at 4. I couldn't get through 4. Because it's like, I'm going to be punished for my mistake. I probably could play through Sister Location. Because I don't think that's too bad. But I just couldn't really get back into Five Nights at Freddy's. Another thing about RPG games is that I will get way into it. And this is coming from a guy who used to play RuneScape for 8 years. I loved RuneScape. I just can't get back into it. When they brought back old school RuneScape, I wanted to come back, but then they added more and more content. I'm like, oh no, I can't get back into this, because otherwise it's just gonna be another thing that will take me away from Operation Bedrock. Ironic enough. Mainly because before all this, I used to play RuneScape for a good 8 years of my life. Back when I was either 11 or 12. I became a player moderator at the age of 16. So that was an achievement for me, just become a player moderator of the game I used to play so much. I got so many level 99s. A lot of new skills come out. I get a 99 from it. I was there when Slayer came out. I was there when Summoning came out. I collected all the colored charms. You got the yellow, red, blue, green. I just kept collecting them, not knowing what they'd be used for, but sure enough, when Summoning came out, Slayer was the reason why I got Summoning in about 2 weeks. Before all the items rose in price because those were the materials needed to make those items. So I would just quickly get level 99 Summoning and call it a day. It was awesome. We got pets. It was awesome with that too. So a lot of my dedication, a lot of my patience, you would say, or focus at times, came from RuneScape, because I would get level 99 skills left and right. I would actually get level 98 cooking and leave it at that just to annoy people, because it was just the easiest skill of the game that I would just get that last. But yeah, that's just mainly where Sword King 090 came from. It's because of RuneScape. It was my RuneScape name. So if you were to go on modern RuneScape and look up my high scores, you'll see all the 99 skills I've gotten, and I was at one point in the top 8,000 players in the world. That's how much I played the game and just got more XP and things like that. I wasn't really that crazy enough to go for 200 mil experience on each skill. Just 99 and call it a day and move on, because all I did was just Slayer, 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 and more Slayer. That's all I ever did. And I was part of the community when it came to the machinima makers, RSMV makers, and just content creators. I was in that circle. I would either participate in RSMVs or just the machinimas that people would make. I was part of it. I just never made my own. I've always wanted to, but I never really learned how to do it. So when it came to Xbox, I jumped on that, making a gaming channel, and just from there, I just played what I can play. I played Call of Duty, and then when Minecraft came out, that was the ticket. Mainly because I made Operation Bedrock on June, 1 month after it came out from May. So June 15th was the day that it happened. That the very first episode of Operation Bedrock came to be. And it all started because my friend asked a question of what if there was just a world where there was just nothing but bedrock? And then, like, there's the idea to make it into a series. How long would it take? I had no idea. I just wanted to do it. And at the time, nobody else was really doing nobody was really doing a series like Operation Bedrock. So that's what got my name out there. But keep in mind that I was 19 at the time, and I was on summer break. So when that ended, I had to take college classes. I had to keep up with the part-time job. So on top of trying to get as much progress I could do for Operation Bedrock, I was just doing some schools, and as well as doing some works. So even from the very beginning, I was never able to really put all 110% on Operation Bedrock, sadly. But even then, I made a lot of friends, had a lot of good times, met a lot of people. I was even recognized at Minecon 2017. And I still like to think that I gave Jeb the idea of foxes for Minecraft, because I would actually carry a fox plush on my shoulder at the time. Went over to Jeb, just asked about it. That was it, really. I think that was like the kind of like the moment where I gave the idea, and it happened eventually years later. But that was voted on. Like, I'm so glad that foxes were added then, before popularity votes came in from popular YouTubers. Like, I want that in the game, and then everybody voted for that. So I really lucked out, and it was just good timing overall. And honestly, homie, I have no idea, because there's a lot of games out there that I've never even heard of, so I don't know. I can't really give an answer to what would be the scariest game I would never play. Like, for now, I just don't know. Probably a scary game I've never even heard of. Welcome back, cat. But yeah, I read all the comments. I respond to some. I haven't really responded much yet to the last video just yet, because I didn't want to give any false hopes. But no worries, I'll still think about it. Because again, when I made that video, I was just happy to make a commentary all over it again. It was like good times. Because an idea that I had was to do a podcast, which it's ironic when you think about it, because you could say that every Operation Bedrock episode is a podcast. It's just a 30-minute podcast, because I'm the only one talking. But who knows? Maybe it'll be a thing where I could actually make a long-form podcast, or just do live streams at this point, because it's kind of the same thing. But I'll figure it out eventually. I know, right? Like, I should actually play Deadblock just to remember everything about it. Piggies? Food? Food? It was just a weird game. Like, it caught my attention. I'm like, let's play it. And Kyle at the time was in for the Let's Plays. Not so much anymore, which I don't blame him. Like, thinking back on it, what I would have done differently is I would have done more co-op games, not just me playing over like games over and over and over again. Like, I would play the games, you do the commentary, help with that. But I would have totally just done more co-op games. And I should have. But I digress. We've been mining at the bottom, so let's go back to the top. But that's just the gist of it. That's what Operation Bedrock is all about, just mining the entire world until there's nothing but bedrock left. And of course, we gotta have a flat surface on the floor so that we can easily walk and not have to hop all over the place. I'm probably gonna grab all of this just in case if I'm gonna start repairing pickaxes and shovels, because I really need to do that, to be honest. Get all of this repaired with Silk Touch 1, Mending 1, Unbreaking 3, and Efficiency 5. Honestly, it's ideal that I get ads on the live stream because I need to make revenue on the side. If I'm able to make more money doing live streams and videos and content on Twitch and YouTube versus my actual job, I would gladly quit my job so that I could focus all my attention on this. And anything else that comes to mind, where I could just do Operation Bedrock and then switch over to Operation Blackout and then possibly do Operation Nether and then just do what other challenges comes up, or just start doing, just playing games. That's all I ever really wanted to do. All I ever wanted to do was just entertain people and talk to people and just do live streams and Let's Plays and just play games and just to experience everything that there is to experience. Like, I want to do that. That who knows, maybe if there's enough interest in Deadblock, then the studio could come back up again to make it. Because there's been a lot of remakes and remasters. I can't remember the name on the top of my head right now. I know there was Croc 64. That they had just had their own remaster. Of course, Crash Bandicoot got their remasters, and of course they actually had the 4th game in the actual series be created all this time after. So there is that. Like, if there's enough interest for a video game, then a studio could pick up on that game and then just create a brand new game for that. What is here? Is this a spot? Just a random spot with a torch. Okay. Don't know why, but okay. But just imagine all this being mined out. And back then, I thought that the ice was the end of the world, where I just absolutely hated it. But then I thought about it. It's like, no, this is going to make everything easier. It's just, it will get rid of the water so much faster than just placing down gravel and sand and just digging back up again. So the ice is really necessary. So what was once a huge desert now became a tundra. And then another update changed the weather and biomes all over again. So what was once a tundra now went back to desert and things like that. But yeah, back to what I was saying is that if there's ads playing on the live stream, it's beneficial to me. Because that's the only other way I could really make revenue is just from the ads, and as well as if I am consistent enough, then I'll ask people to become a channel member or a Twitch sub, just so that there'll be even more revenue on the side, and then I'll just keep at it until eventually I make more money off of YouTube and Twitch to actually quit my job. Hey, Wolf. Such a beautiful, beautiful land. And this is one of the homes that Ian made. It's beautiful. I think I've already emptied it out. No, I did not. Okay. I know, I have not played Sea of Thieves. Caught my attention, but I never really wanted to play it. Because ideally you would have wanted to play Dead Block on Steam, because at least that would have online multiplayer. Yeah, I'm going back and forth between two chats. Cow. Free food. Let's get steak. We have the meats. Damn. Now I'm thinking Arby's. I want to know if they still make Meat Mountain, because I would actually order that constantly whenever I went to Arby's. Eggies. Okay, these ones are no longer mine. They used to be mine when it was on the Xbox One, but since I'm on the Series X, they are no longer mine. That sucks, but hey. It is what it is. Oh, we have a lot of obsidian here. But yeah, once the west side is done, then the south side is going to be the easiest thus far because there's less water to deal with. That's why I wanted to save it for last. That the east side was the hardest one because that was nothing but ocean. North side, not so much. West side, half and half. And then south side is going to be the easiest one of them all. Yeah, that's the thing, is that if I were to have chat, I would have to remove all the icons so that people could actually at least understand the context. Because a lot of times I do not really repeat the questions or repeat the text. Because I kind of want to make it like a little bit of a natural conversation. Because in real life, you don't really repeat what other people have said to you. So that's kind of how I do it for the style, which I can understand that people would like to at least know exactly what context you are speaking of whenever you're responding to a person's question or a remark or things like that. So at some point, I'm gonna have to put the chat on screen. But I know that YouTube doesn't have a filter, because on more than one occasion I did get burned on YouTube one way or another because of some trolls. Because if that would have appeared on Twitch, then let's just say that I would no longer have a Twitch channel because of the trolls. So I have to figure out how to do the moderation correctly. Pretty sure it's kind of like a chat delay that you're able to catch it just in time. Because there's also auto mod, but that's another thing that sometimes doesn't work too well because things will slip through the cracks. But we'll see. And this is the home that SOMO has made. So he crafted this. This is his home base. And whenever he comes back, at least he still has his home. Because it wasn't within the edges of the world, so it's all fine. Eventually, it's going to be torn down. Or he's probably going to have a long staircase up to his home, which would be funny. That's why it's kind of best to have a chat delay. But you also have to get a lot of active moderators to be able to catch it on time before it actually shows up on screen. Here should be a zombie spawner. Somewhere. Yeah. We only found out about this is because of Operation Dome. So we found this, and then because Operation Dome and Operation Bedrock are the exact same seed, then we were able to find this here. There was a mob spawner right here, and I think that got destroyed. I don't remember. It was either got destroyed in Operation Bedrock or it got destroyed in Operation Dome because a creeper spawned in. I can't even tell. Wait. Okay, no, it's still here. Okay, so it got destroyed in Operation Dome. And this was a surface level mob spawner. We actually blocked it off. That's why there's a cobblestone wall right there. Like, you were able to just look into it. And I think we did find a dungeon that had the golden apple in there. I just don't remember which one it was. You'll see there's a lot of creeper spots because my friends had the idea of using creepers to blow up everything. But I was like, no, don't do that. We were able to encase a creeper in a glass case because whenever a creeper chased somebody and they go out of range, the creeper will just be passive and not do anything because it would just stay still because the target already left the field of view. Excuse me. But yeah, there's a lot of spots where creepers have blown up. Back then, that used to be the highest point of the game, so we just kept on stacking cactus on top of each other. Kind of wanted to make a mushroom bridge, so we tried to do that, but then we just stopped. The wolfies. But yeah, if you remember the first episode of Operation Bedrock, this is the first home, first base. Ah, polar bear. Yeah, this was the first home we've ever made. It used to be dirt, then it got upgraded to wood. Don't know what this is all about. Oh, wait. Somebody was sleeping in here. Okay. Don't know who. But okay. But yes, from here, they'll go all the way down to Bedrock. A little bit of tunnel systems here. Goes further and further down. That was one way to the bedrock level. And mind you, this was back before staircases were a thing, so these were just added after the fact. And this is the kind of thing that I do whenever I play on a person's server, is that I would actually just make a tree dome as a home. Like, I don't build, I just destroyed mine. Like, I don't have the creativity to create a home. Like, I just don't have that skill. I have that skill issue. Here's our first farm, which was annoying because ice would form and just ruin that farm. But here's the cactus right here. This is the tree dome. My first ever tree dome. Yeah, no staircase. Just keep the aesthetics. This was our treasure room. I started moving everything bit by bit, and I will eventually remove everything. Eventually. I don't know if this is actually in the pathway of the original skylight in the center. Mainly because what I plan to do is that once all 4 edges are mined out, we'll go to the center and we'll mine north, east, west, and south all the way down to bedrock. I'm not going to place torches on the side. Probably not, because they're going to get destroyed anyways. Or it could, because they're not really that difficult to get, because you could get coal from the wither skeletons. But either way, go north, east, west, and south to divide the entire world into quadrants, and then mine each quadrant all the way down to bedrock. That's the idea. And here, where I kept all my wolves, but sadly they all disappeared. Who was sleeping here. And this was the first area to dig all the way down to bedrock. But yeah, with the whole filter automod setting, like you would have to manually set it up, constantly have to be on it. So it wouldn't be ideal. This is our first lava pool we ever experienced, so I wanted to keep that. And then from there, we just dug. We didn't really have anything set in stone yet. Before I decided, let's just mine the last 3 layers. And then from there, that's what came to be for a lot of the episodes where we were just mining the last 3 layers. We weren't in the surface or anything like that. But that's pretty much what it is. This is Operation Bedrock. I'm going to go to the center right now. That's where I'm pretty much going to end off this stream for now. Because I would love to keep going. But I want to take a break. I'm going to think about if I'm going to come back to Operation Bedrock. And at the same time, is that I want to take my dogs to the park today. Because they've been waiting. And the only time I can actually take them to the park now would be on my days off. Which is today and tomorrow. Well, technically it's Tuesday and Wednesday, but Wednesday it's going to be way too hot for the evening, so I won't be able to go then. So, mainly it'll be today and tomorrow, and maybe Wednesday I'll do a stream. Maybe not Minecraft, but maybe something different. I don't know. I'll think about it. Just whatever comes to mind, whatever I want to do. I want to try to at least ease back into making more and more content. But yes, here's the original skylight. The very first skylight onto the ground. There's one giant hole in the ground. And in the center, we put some beacons. There is the cactus staircase. So when I made the video of fun things to do, that's one of them. Is that it was perfectly made to where you had to jump off at the very end because you would be at half a heart, and if you didn't do it, then you would perish. But now that it's encased in ice, that kind of defeats the purpose. So can't really do anything with that anymore. Yeah, I was terrible at pronunciations. I try to enunciate words correctly at times, so I do speak slowly, just so that I could say words correctly. But at the same time, I do speak fast when it comes to other commentaries so that I could actually keep up with the pace and as well as to get to the point and get to the end of the video as fast as possible when it comes to a lot of things that has to be said within the video. So I can speak fast and I can speak slow. And before then, what used to be here was the obsidian cage where we would fight the wither before it had 2 stages. Back then, it only had 1 stage to where it didn't break the obsidian. It did little bit by little bit, but other than that, it would just mainly be encased the obsidian and we would get beacons to do that. Now that it had 2 stages, it broke through the obsidian cage and it made the fight so much difficult. But if you want to see how I cheese the fight now, is that if you were to watch the live stream of killing 100 withers, then you'll be able to see that you're able to cheese it in the nether, where if you find a perfectly good spot with nothing but bedrock, you're able to trap the wither right there and just constantly fight them from stage 1 and stage 2. But yeah, check out that live stream if you want to. Hey, what is this? 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 How did that happen? I have no idea. Glad I came back here. All right. Lots of random chests. Lol. Hey, if I would have put a mending on that, that would be decent. Fix that up real quick. All right, I'm getting distracted now. I gotta get ready to go to the park and enjoy the rest of the day. But I still want to thank everybody for stopping on for today's stream. Yesterday, because yesterday was Father's Day and I did not want to stream on Father's Day. But it would have been the 13th year anniversary of Operation Bedrock on June 15th. So here's the stream to make up for that. And I want to thank everybody for stopping on for today's live stream. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you for being here. Just thank you for remembering about Operation Bedrock as much as I have. Otherwise, I just keep rambling on about everything else that had to do with Operation Bedrock. So just wanted to give a tour of the last 3 layers and as well as some of the things on the surface just now, just for a change of pace. But yes, there's going to be work to be done. A lot of work has to be done, and a lot of time has to catch up if I were to get back into Operation Bedrock. But let me know in the comment section below if you reached all the way down to the end of this stream. And as well as just let me know what you think about Operation Bedrock. And if you want to see it continue, let me know, whether it be on this video or the last video I talked about Operation Bedrock. Kind of be better to go to that last video. In any case, again, thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. It means a lot to me that you guys came here. And hope I come back to Operation Bedrock sometime soon. And we'll see once I get everything set up and just see if I can get it done this time. Until then, have a good night. Stay safe out there. I've been SodaKing090. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And as always, I'll see you guys next time in a new video or live stream.